What is going on, guys? UnlimitedCop here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your very first sneaker bot. And before we get into it, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Hunter or UnlimitedCop. I make videos going over sneakers, Supreme, botting sneakers, and a whole bunch of other things. If you guys have not checked out my channel, be sure to check out some other videos. So in this video, guys, we're going to be going over what type of bot you guys are going to want for your first sneaker bot, what your budget should be, what sites you guys are going to want to target, how to actually set up that sneaker bot, and how to actually successfully run the sneaker bot. So if video helped you guys out in this video at all, please be sure to leave a like down below and hit that subscribe button for more content. So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually what a sneaker bot is. At its very simplest form, a sneaker bot is just going to increase your chances of getting the shoes. So instead of just you being on your computer trying to get the shoes, you're going to be able to set up a bot and run hundreds of tasks to actually try to get the shoes for you. Now all a task is going to be is basically you sitting at your computer, except it's going to be a robot, so it's going to be a lot faster than you actually trying to do it. At first, sneaker bots can be like confusing and really intimidating, but honestly guys, if you dedicate some time to learning them, they're not that hard to use, and they're pretty self-explanatory once you kind of know what you're doing. Next, let's talk about why you guys actually would need a sneaker bot. Honestly guys, if you don't have a sneaker bot these days, for most sites it's going to be an L, especially for sites like Supreme, Foot Sites, Yeezy Supply. It's getting harder and harder because bots are just getting better. Or if you're kind of wondering like, should you get a bot yet, I would highly suggest doing so before it's too late, because eventually the learning curve is going to be so hard to actually learning the bot and running it successfully that's going to be pretty hard to get into. So if you guys have not started sneaker botting yet and you're like wondering if you should, I would highly suggest doing so. Alright guys, so now that you guys are kind of more familiar with sneaker bots, let's move on to the actual video. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is your budget for the bot, how much money you're willing to spend, and what you're going to get in return for that money. Generally guys, I suggest $300 to $500 for your starter bot. It's going to get you a pretty solid bot that's going to cover a lot of stores, just so you guys can learn the bot, learn how sneaker botting works without having to spend thousands of dollars on a really good bot. I made a whole video going over like the best sneaker bots for your budget. I'll link that down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But for the $300 to $500 range, probably going to be suggesting like Eve All-in-One, Soul, or NSB. Soul might be a little out of budget, but it definitely is going to be worth it. Personally guys, if I were to go back like in time obviously and get a very first sneaker bot, I would get Soul All-in-One, just because for its price right now you can get a renewal copy for like $500 to $600 I believe. But honestly guys, the bot you're getting for that price is definitely really good. But if you are kind of on a lower budget, I probably would suggest going with Eve All-in-One. They just released Eve X a couple weeks ago and it's definitely a pretty good bot. But like I said guys, I have a video linked down in the description below if you want to go over that more in depth. For your budget guys, I would not suggest going below $300. I mean, you're probably going to be tempted to buy bots like Heated Snakes or AMD V2, but honestly guys, in the long run, it's not going to be worth it. I would definitely suggest going with the bot like of Eve stature, even better, maybe something like Soul NSB like I talked about. Because if you're using a bot that's like $100 to $200 compared to guys that are using Cyber Credai, which is like $5,000, obviously the $200 bot is not going to even like compare. Like it's not even going to be in the same ballpark as Credai or Cyber. Now the next thing you guys want to take into account whenever you're budgeting is going to be what sites you want to run. Most bots like NSB, Soul, Eve All-in-One have pretty much every set you guys would need, obviously because they're all-in-ones. But if you're going for a bot like Splash Force or Phantom, which is only going to be limited to a couple of sites, you definitely want to think about which sites you want to bot. Personally, if I was a beginner, I would stay away from Shopify botting just because the learning curve right now is so difficult and it honestly takes a long time to set up. You have to farm captures and there's just a lot that goes into it. If I were a beginner right now, I would mainly focus on Yeezy Supply, Foot Sites, and Supreme personally. But that's just my opinion guys. If you want to do your own research and figure out what site you want to run, that's 100% up to you. So now that you guys kind of have an idea what bot you're looking to get, or you actually have a bot already, let's talk about what you need to actually set up the bot. So the first thing you guys have to have for a bot is going to be proxies. There's 3 different types of proxies. You have a residential proxy, a data center proxy, and an ISP proxy. I have a whole video going over proxies like 100% in depth. So if you guys don't know what proxies are, I'll leave that link down in the description below. But most of the time guys, if you are a beginner, I would probably suggest running residential or data center proxies. Personally right now I'm only running residentials just because I'm really buying like Supreme, Foot Sites, and Yeezy Supply, so I don't really need data center proxies. But my favorite proxy provider is going to be OmniProxies. I actually own OmniProxies. I've been working on them for a couple months now. So if you guys do need high quality residential proxies, definitely be sure to check us out. We will be adding data center proxies and ISPs later this month. Be sure to use code UC for 5% off your order. Now when it comes to proxies guys, they are very vital in your success. You don't want to use just any random proxies. You want to make sure you have the highest quality proxies possible, because if you don't, your proxies are likely to get banned. That's why knowing you have high quality residential proxies is key in your success on botting. So all in all guys, just be sure your proxies are the fastest they can be and the highest quality so you guys don't get banned. Like I said guys, I have a whole video linked in the description going over proxies that will give you a better idea about like what proxies are and how to actually use them. Now the next thing you guys could potentially need would be a server. Basically, all server is going to be is your home computer on a data center, so it's going to be a lot faster. Obviously, it's not going to be the exact computer, it's just going to be a computer in a data center that's going to have optimized speed and better network speeds than our local computer. This is going to be beneficial, obviously, because your home network speeds probably going to be somewhere around 300, 200 megabytes per second, when network speeds in a data center can be anywhere from 1,000, 2,000 megabytes per second. Personally, guys, if I were you, I would definitely look into using Google Cloud for your first provider. I have a whole video on servers, obviously. I have a whole video on everything, so I'll link that down in the description below so you guys get a better idea what servers are. I would use Google Cloud because it's 100% free for like 12 months or $300 for the credit, which is going to last you quite a while. Now, guys, I do want to say servers are not mandatory. You can't run a bot without a server. It's just highly suggested that you do use a server. Now, the last thing you guys could potentially need if you are botting is going to be aged Gmails or one-clicks. Unfortunately, I don't have a video going over this. So if you guys do want to see a video of me talking about aged one-clicks or how to get them, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. But really, guys, if you're not running sites like Supreme, Shopify, or Visa Supply, you don't really need to have one-click. But if you guys are, you are going to need one-clicks. So you're going to want to get a program like AYCD or Essentials or something like that that can run your Gmails into getting one-clicks. If you guys do need aged Gmails, I'll leave a link down to Omni accounts in the description below. We have the highest quality Gmail accounts and Nike sneakers accounts on the market, and we offer a really good price. Unfortunately, right now, at the time of making this video, we are sold out. But if you're watching this in a couple days or in a couple weeks, we will be up, ready to go. Alright, guys, so now that you know a little bit more about sneaker botting, what you guys need, what your budget should be, and how to actually get set up, let's rewind to my computer so I can walk you guys through the actual setup of the bot. Alright, guys, so as you can see, we're on my computer now. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using Eve all-in-one. But if you guys are using a bot like NSB or Sol, generally it's going to be pretty much the same setup. So as you can see, we're on the home page, the dashboard right now. The first thing you guys want to do is come over here to proxies. Now, for the sake of this video, let's say you guys bought OmniProxies. If you guys have not bought OmniProxies, link down in the description below. Be sure to use code UFC. So once you guys purchase your proxies, you'll see them here on the dashboard. The first thing you're going to want to do is select your plan. So as you can see, we have the Platinum plan. Pick whatever site you guys are going to be botting on. Select your country, which for me is going to be the US. And then how many proxies you guys are going to want. Then scroll down here to the bottom and just copy your proxies. So once you guys have your proxies copied, come over here to where you see add right here. Type in a proxy list name, and then just hit paste proxies up here. As you can see, we have all of our proxies in right here. Then if you guys want to test them, you can, but I know the proxies are good, so I'm just going to hit save. Then you can see we have our proxy list right here with the number of proxies we have. And once you guys have added your proxies, let's move on to the captcha category. Now, like I said, guys, if you're going to be running Shopify, Supreme, Visa Supply, you are going to need captchas. So to create your captcha solvers, just simply hit this plus arrow right here, and then just hit this little switch right here. Next, you guys can log into your Google account right here, hit YouTube, and then you'll pretty much be good to go. Now, I do want to caution you, if you guys are running multiple solvers, you are going to use a proxy in here. Don't use residential proxies in your captcha solvers because they'll eat up all your data. I would definitely suggest using something like a captcha proxy or just a regular data center proxy. Also, you guys, OmniProxies will be providing captcha proxies very soon. So if you guys have not, be sure to check out our Twitter, give us a follow. We'll announce whenever those are ready on there. Now, the next thing you guys are going to do is set up your profiles. This is very simple to do. Pretty much just put all your information in right here. A profile is going to be what's used to check out with your information. So just like you would type in your address and your card and all that information, if you are checking out manually, it's basically going to do that, but a lot faster than you could actually do it. So really easy to do, guys. Just input your card and your shipping information right here, hit save, and you're good to go. Now let's go back to the dashboard here and set up an actual task. So I know this can be very confusing right now, but honestly, guys, when you break it down, it's not that hard. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pick what site you're going to be botting. For us, it's going to be Shopify. You're going to want to select your profile that you just made, and then select your proxy list right here. For the checkout proxies on Eve all-in-one, you don't have to worry about. For most bots, they don't have checkout proxy lists. Then for your site, you can pick through all the sites they have right here. For video purposes, I'm just going to be picking Kith. Shipping rates, you don't have to worry about right now. If you are in a cook group, you can use your direct link right here, or you can use your keywords also. But for video purposes, I'm just going to be using a random link off Kith. The next thing you guys are going to do is use credit card whenever checking out. Some sites are only PayPal, so that's why I have this option here, but most of the time you're going to want to have a credit card. Then for login information, if your site requires login, like it's Concepts or Undefeated, you are going to put that information in right here. But for most Shopify sites, you don't need it. Then right here, you can select your mode. This is going to be pretty important when you're botting. In the Discord of your bot, they're definitely going to tell you what mode you want to run. But for the most part, you're probably going to want to run human and human preload, just because most sites have bot protection nowadays, so it's going to be a lot harder. That's pretty much it to set up your task, guys. The next thing you can do is hit save. Obviously, guys, I don't have a profile, so I can't make the actual task. Then from here, guys, you want to go into your bot's Discord, and it's going to show you guys what sites are actually dropping at what time and when to actually start your bots. That's going to be pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or anything that didn't answer, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, if I help you guys out in any way, please leave a like down below and hit the subscribe button for more content. Also guys, this video is sponsored by UnlimitedCop, so if you guys have not checked out UnlimitedCop, I know I keep saying it, but please do guys. I've been working on them so hard these past couple months. Use code UC for 5% off your order. I'll leave your links down in the description below. Also guys, if you have not followed my Twitter, my Instagram, and Snapchat, all the good stuff is linked down in the description below. Also, that's pretty much it guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm UnlimitedCop, and now I'm out.
Yeah, I run my city without running shoes. You ain't gotta wonder who. All these rappers sound the same. Damn, there is a ton of you. I just smirked the competition, did it right in front of you. Before I even learned to count, I kept it 100 too. I be on my Kendrick shit, really bout to humble you. Never ever drop the ball, no, I never fumbled.